Bonjour tout le monde. Aujourd'hui, on va commencer avec le nouvel chapitre et le nouvel sujet. Today, we are going to start with the colors. And in French, we call the colors les couleurs. OU gives you the OU sound. And we already know this word, couleur. And S we don't speak about. Colors we have already done, but this is just a revision of that part and some extension on the colors. Les couleurs is the colors basically. In French, we have both the versions for the colors, that is the masculine and feminine version of the color. Because colors are adjectives, they agree in the number and gender as well. But here we are going to study just their singular form, singular. So let's just see the colors which remain same, which changes ultimately, what happens to the colors. First color is the yellow color, which is known as jaune. Jaune. It remains same for both masculine and feminine. The next one is orange. Orange. You can see this is entirely same. The next same color is rouge. Rouge. That's a red color. The addition to the previous list is now violet. This is violet because ET at the end gives you the A sound. This is a little bit different from its feminine form. In feminine form, we add one more syllable, T double हो जाता है end में और फिर add E. So it becomes violet. Violet. Then we have the color blue. It's blur and blur with the addition of an E at the end. It's blue color. When it comes to the brown color, this is brown. R sound होता है इसका. Brown. And for E, it becomes brun. Brun. This is the brown color. For green color, we have where. We have already studied that. And with the addition of E, it becomes vert. It is the green color. Rose. Rose. It is the pink color. It will remain same also. Then we have marron. Marron somehow is the maroon color, but sometimes we take dark brown as its sense. Marron. Then we have the black color, which is noir or noir. Noir, noir. It is the same. For gray color, we have gris, and its feminine form become gris because of the E, the S take it now. Gris. Then you have blanc. We have studied this already. Blanc, which is white color, and then the blanche. We add H and then E. Last but not the least is the color from the rainbow. This is indigo. 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 Indigo color. So these are the maximum colors that you need to know. In French, we can make a lot of sentences with them. Now some facts about the colors. This we have already studied. That to form a feminine of a color, we generally add E to its masculine form. We have seen previously as well. Where, बन जाता है, ठीक है, like that. And in order to form a plurial, we add simply an S to its singular form, but we don't speak it. Now here is the exception. There are two colors which remain invariable in all their forms. चाहे वो masculine हो रहे हैं, चाहे वो feminine हो रहे हैं, चाहे वो plural में जा रहे हैं. They never take up E in their feminine and they never take up S if we talk about their plural form. ये दो कलर हैं, exceptions हैं ये, orange et marron. They will remain as such. They will remain same in all the forms because they are invariable. Now we will observe. And this observation will give us an idea where to put the colors exactly. हमेशा याद रखना, color is coming after the noun. Always, always after the noun. Like le ciel and then bleu means the blue sky. English takes the color first and then the object. But in French, we always place the color behind the noun. And because le ciel is masculine, so bleu का भी masculine version है. उसके बाद la feuille verte. Now this la signifies that this is feminine. So we'll take the feminine version of the green color. La feuille verte, this is the green leaves. Here also we don't speak for LL. And this is a and this is E. So it becomes a feuille. Goes like this. Feuille होता है leaf, पत्ते. Then you have la fleur rouge, means the flower red, or simply the red flower. Again, rouge के masculine feminine में कोई फर्क नहीं है, so it doesn't matter at all. But the exception color is coming. Les papillons, you will never add S to the orange. Or for that matter, in marron aussi, it will remain as such. Les papillons orange. The noticeable thing over here is we place adjectives after, we place the adjective of the colors after the noun always. This is something you need to keep reminding yourself. And this is signified in the examples below as well, that we put the adjective of colors after the noun every time. Doesn't matter what the structure you're opting for. So let's get started with the first one. First sentence says, c'est une boîte jaune. Means this is a yellow box. Okay. So you can see the color of significance that is coming at the end, because that's a rule. Boîte is a noun here, तो हमेशा 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 noun के बाद ही color place करना है. चाहे आप उसको this is बोलो, चाहे आप the box बोलो. The second sentence structure is also a little bit variant. Ou or la boîte est jaune, but the color is coming at the end. Similarly, we have the next example. Ce sont des chapeaux bleus. These are blue caps. And even in the second sentence, you can see les chapeaux sont bleus, but the bleu is coming after the noun always. Then you have the grape example. Ce sont des raisins verts. Now, raisin is because masculine and plurial, so we will use the masculine form of green color and then we'll simply put the X. Color agrees in number and gender. So this is ce sont les raisins verts. These are green grapes. Finally, les raisins sont verts. Again, it will take its number and gender. Gender there rahega because they are masculine, and S aega because they are plural. So that is why there with an S. Last but not the least is ce sont des craies blanches. Now this is blanche, but I'm highlighting it with green so that we can see it. Ce sont des craies blanches means these are the white chalks. Basically, here are some white chalks. So these are some white chalks, but definitely you can see that if we are making them plural, so we will take the plural form also, and because gray is also feminine, and if we add the plural version with that, so we will take the white color as the feminine too, and then we will make it plural by adding this. So it becomes blanche blanches. In the second structure also, les craies sont blanches. Again, the number gender agree, feminine plural it is now because of the feminine plural subject. And you can see the position, they are always coming after the noun, doesn't matter what the sentence structure is. So either if you say these are some white chalks or the chalks are white. White is always coming after the chalks because colors always comes after the noun position. Along with the colors, we have one more interesting insight in this chapter. And now we are coming to the seasons. They are called les saisons. Initially, we have just read their name. Now there is little bit definitions kind of thing with them. So let's get started. Okay. The first is l'automne, and just know this, all the seasons are masculine. So here is the description. En automne, les feuilles tombent. Here, tombe is the conjugation of the verb tomber, which means to fall. The leaves fall. And the set expression that you need to remember is il fait du vent. Il fait du vent means it is windy. It is windy. Whenever you have to say any weather expression or climate, you just use il fait. It is to remember. The second one is le printemps. Le printemps. Simple as that. IN gives you the R sound. And we will not read both P and S at the end. But E, M, E, N have the same sound, so it is sometime kind of le printemps, kind of printemps, if I say simply. So the description goes like, au printemps, this is the spring season. Il y a beaucoup de fleurs. Whenever you write the adverb of quantity, doesn't matter if the feminine or the plural is coming, you will never change this to the plural. Beaucoup de, it simply means a lot of. Ikattha, a lot of. That's it. Il fait beau. This is what you need to remember from. If someday somebody asks you, okay, how's the weather from Kapit, and you want to say, it's nice, it's okay, you can say, il fait beau. And then, il y a des fleurs partout. This was the word yesterday present in the chapter as well. So there are some flowers everywhere. Partout is everywhere. Post that, we come to the winter. Winter is l'hiver. Obviously, we don't have any pronunciation for it here also. It's nuée. So these sounds will get connected. And ER has a sound. So it becomes l'hiver. That's the winter season. En hiver, liaison, en hiver, il neige. Il neige is also a kind of condition you can talk about, and it means simply il neige means it snows. And if somebody asks you and the cold season is going on, the winter is going on, you can say il fait froid. It is cold. Simply as that. If someday I ask you how's the weather and it is the cold season, you can say it's cold. But it's cold in French means il fait froid. Then la terre. La terre is the earth. A blanche is white. Obviously, because it is snowing, so it is simple. Last but not the least, we have l'été. Now, l'été is the summer season. And we can see in the picture people are on the beach, basically. So that's what we are going to include here. En été, in summers, nous allons à la plage. We go to the beach. La plage is the beach. And how's the weather in the summers? Obviously, it's hot. So, il fait chaud. Il fait chaud means it's hot. Le soleil brille. Le soleil brille. This word we have discussed already. It is coming from the briller. The sun shines. So this was the description of all the seasons. For right now, we have to give it a go again and again. These are the details. This much details at least you know at this level. So keep practicing.